Hey guys, today is Saturday, July 27th, and I am making you the Mexico trip update video, and I'm wearing my sunglasses and my hat because I'm pretending I'm still in Mexico, which I'm not, and that's very sad. So, however, I'm going to leave my hat on because my hair is absolutely wrecked, and I'm going to tell you why in a second. Anyway, basically, overall, the trip was good. The food wasn't too much of a problem. It was like an all-inclusive resort, so it was like buffets that were open all the time, but we only went really near them at breakfast and at dinner, and because I was so busy, I didn't really eat that much, and so it was okay. And I was worried about that just because I didn't know what to expect, but it turned out to be fine. And it was a huge resort. If you're friends with me on my back itches. If you're friends with me on Facebook, I have an album up of those pictures. I will soon have a post up in my blog about it with the pictures. And I got a little bit of a tan. I don't know if you can see that in my arm, but I did. And so soon there will be pictures on the blog too from that trip. And so the first day we just kind of hung around on the beach and stuff with a bunch of the people from the wedding, and then the second day we went with a bunch of people from the wedding to this excursion thing where we snorkeled with sea turtles, and I saw a baby one that was like this big. Oh my god, it was the cutest thing I've ever seen. And I saw a bunch of adult ones too. They were eating seagrass. And then we rode ATVs for an hour to another site. Like, we had to drive them on the highway. And I was like, this is interesting. Like, a truck went by, and cars went by, and buses went by, and it was interesting. Anyway, so we did that. We rode the ATVs to another spot where we went in a underwater cave, and we snorkeled in there, and there was like stalactites and stalagmites, and you had to watch your head, and it was very cold, the water. It was fresh water, but it was very cold down there. I was freezing. It took me forever to warm back up. But Mexico was hot. And the next day, the next day my mom and I went to this place where there's Mayan ruins. It's called Tulum. And we saw the ruins and learned a bunch of stuff. And then I went in the ocean there. My mom didn't go in the ocean, but those waves were big, and they were like knocking me down and throwing me around, and I was like, oh, this is one angry ocean, I'll get out now. Like seaweed stuck in my hair and everything. And then that night we had the rehearsal dinner, and we all went to this, like, all 44 of us went to this French restaurant, and they just served us like all these courses, and we didn't know what they were. And the first one was this weird, like, brown gelatinous looking stuff, and I took a bite of it expecting it to taste sweet, and it was really salty, and I was like, what is this? And someone told me it was pate. And I was horrified to discover that it was goose liver I was eating, and I was like, ugh! And none of us were really a fan of that, but it was funny anyway. We laughed about it for the rest of the night. And then I went for a night swim with my best friend, whose wedding it was, and her other friend, who I had been waiting years to meet, and we got along really well, and that was fun. So then the next day was the wedding day and my birthday, and all the bridesmaids went and got our hair done at 9 in the morning, and so that was fun, except that the lady, like, backcombed the shit out of my hair and, like, put so much product in it that I had to wash it 4 times to get it out, which is why my hair is fried right now. Like, down here and at the top, it's just, like, a wreck. She just trashed it. It's all frizzy, like, on the top, which is why I'm wearing my hat. And, but that's okay. It looked good. And, then we went to my best friend, the bride, her mother's room to all get ready, and, like, she was having her hair done by her mom, and like we all did our makeup and stuff, and then the photographer came and took some pictures, and then we got her into her dress, which was difficult to do, and then we went to the wedding, which was at 2 o'clock on the beach, and it was very hot. There was no shade. It was just like sun, 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 and a couple of people actually had to leave early, not like people in the wedding party, but like my mom, for example, had to go back to the room because she got heat stroke, although I think she actually had like a touch of the Montezuma's revenge because of later events. That she ended up being sick, but actually getting sick. Okay, I don't mean that the way it sounds. I just mean she was sick, okay? So that happened, but it was really fun the rest of the night, and we had dinner. There was speeches. one of the groomsmen had his girlfriend there, and they'd been together for like 7 years. So all the bridal party and the groom party, whatever, the wedding party, we all rigged it so that he would catch the garter and that she would catch the bouquet, and then he dropped to one knee on the spot in the middle of the reception and proposed to her, and like she said yes, and it was so perfect and amazing, and everybody was cheering and she was crying, and it was just like, it was awesome, and oh my god, it was great. Bijou. And then, sorry, Bijou has decided it's necessary to pull on her feathers. Whatever, she's crazy. Anyway, so then we were dancing, and we danced for like 2 hours, 3 hours into the night, and then a bunch of people got kind of drunk, and I took one shot of something, and I don't know what it was, but it was very sour, and it was green, and, but I just took it just because, I mean, hey, it's my birthday, and I'm at a wedding, let's take a shot. But I didn't get, like, or anything, I felt fine, but, I was able to request a bunch of my Zumba music, and was dancing, and, like, dancing with the waiters, like, hey, because I can understand the words, and I was, like, singing, and so they were amused. So that was fun, and then the next day we came home, and that was it. But I wanted to show you a couple of the things I got in Mexico. This is a bag that I got. It's like a purse, kind of. On one side, the other side. So that's kind of cool. And then Corky likes to play pool, so I got him. Oh, you guys might know that I'm like obsessed with that Day of the Dead skull thing. So I got him these two little guys with pool cues and their little pool table. So they stand next to it because he likes to play pool. And I know how inaccurate that is, but whatever. And then you guys are going to love this. So I saw these little things and I thought, oh my god, that's perfect for going on top of my wedding cake. So, please meet my cake toppers. Aren't they cute? I love how the bride has boobs. Like, what's up with that? She's a skeleton, but... And, you know, there's a little humor involved in that, too. Just because, you know, eating disorder, skeletons, you know. It's funny to me, I guess. Like, you gotta be able to laugh at yourself a little, so... Anyway, these are my cake toppers, and I think they're pretty cute. I know the colors are backwards, because I'm actually wearing black and Corky's wearing white, but... whatever. Can't do anything about that. So, yeah, that was my Mexico trip. It was fun. The last night, the air conditioner broke in the room, and it was very hot. It was... I've never felt anything like that. It was hot. So, yeah, that was an interesting way to end the trip with sickness and no air conditioning, but whatever, you know, it is what it is. And so somebody asked me recently, like yesterday, they asked me how the east side, Cancun, where we were, compared to Cabo on the west, in the Yucatan Peninsula. And the answer is they're pretty similar in a lot of ways. Obviously I had better weather on this trip than I did in my Cabo trip. You can watch my video called Mexico or something from last August, which is the last time I went to Mexico. But, yeah, I mean, the ocean was warmer by a little bit, but I remember Cabo's ocean being warm enough to play in for several hours at a time, and, the resorts were both good. This one was huge. The one in Cabo was tiny. So, you know, they each had their own strengths and weaknesses, and I would say they're about equal, in my opinion. I liked both sides, both cities or whatever. Although the place we stayed here was like an hour away from Cancun, so. But anyway, yeah, I would recommend it, and I will try to have the blog post up soon with the pictures, but I have some stuff to do today, including my birthday party. So, have a great weekend, guys. I might talk to you again tomorrow, but maybe not. And, yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay, bye.